Good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland, Michigan. Holiday weekend. It is July. It is now, summer, and it's kind of a gray day. Holy cow, did we get the rain yesterday here in the Midland area? Just came down and down and down, and then again last night, but I think it cleared through in time for some, especially over in the Bay City area, for they got some concerts going on, and Winona Park and the fireworks. I think that cleared up in time for them, but a little gray this morning, but we'll take it because it's still, summer in Michigan. We'll take it. Hopefully your weekend is just going well for you. And it's kind of one of those weird weeks because the holiday, the 4th of July holiday, fell right in, midweek, hit on Thursday. So that always messes with me, at least. I don't know about you, but we were open on Thursday for a little bit. I had to come in to, everybody said, why were you open on the 4th of July? Well, I had to get some stuff ready for the Friday vinyl drop and take care of a few things here in the store. And I figured since I'm here, I might as well open the doors for a few hours. There was a couple of people that came in, so always happy to be here for that. But now we're into the weekend proper. And those of you who are still left in town, those of you who aren't camping in the woods, I'm with you. And literally quite with you because I'm not camping in the woods this weekend either. Should be though, but we're not. So anyway, let's say some good mornings. I've got a few things to get to today because of the holiday. We had a late shipment show up. Didn't get here till yesterday mid-afternoon, so we didn't even bother posting. So I'll cover that stuff here coming up in just a moment or two. Stick around for that. The good mornings this morning include Gary saying good morning to you, sir, and thanks. Nice to see you too yesterday. Betty from Toledo, sunny down there. Good to know. There's some rain coming through all across the state. Happy Saturday to you, Ann, as well. And Karen. Hiya, Karen. Happy Saturday as well. Let's see here. Dan kicking in from Hessel, way up into UP, the Eastern UP. Enjoy that time up there, sir, as well. Scott, good morning. Got my message. I got some goodies for you, Scott. So stop on in today or tomorrow. And Ryan saying hey, and hey to you as well. Good morning to everyone. Always thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know probably just kind of getting around to something on a Saturday morning and you click over and you see this mug on your phone or your tablet or your TV in some cases. You're like, that's all right. Okay, so we are open this weekend, obviously. So stop on by, just the regular Saturday and Sunday hours, and then closed on Monday and Tuesday. I had a few folks ask if and when I'm going to take some summer vacation time. That is going to be happening. I'm just not certain when. Might take a day here in July coming up, looking at my calendar. And then probably some time in August. Kim and I will take some time off, but we'll let you know. We'll be here otherwise, kicking things out. So because of the shipping day on holiday, normally our stuff shows up on Wednesday and Thursday, but one of them got delayed, and then Thursday UPS wasn't moving. So we didn't get our shipment of new vinyl until yesterday. So if you looked at or watched the drop video yesterday, it was pretty much just all vintage vinyl. Some cool stuff in there, mind you. But so the new stuff showed up yesterday afternoon. A couple of new releases. I didn't get a whole lot this week because it's been, it's kind of a slow, quiet week. But there's a few cool things. Let me show some of these off because obviously we have them. They came in. That Now Playing series. This is a new, I guess I'll call it series of vinyl being. It's up the ladder from Rhino and Warner, and it is a very inexpensive set of new greatest hits or best of compilations being put out by Rhino and Warner. And there's a lot of interesting titles. If you didn't catch it, Steve Carlson and I talked about this on our podcast last week. So just search for Two Guys Talking About Records. That is a podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify in particular, but it's also on our YouTube channel. So we spent a little time talking about these releases and some of the surprising now playings that are coming up here in the next month or two. So check that out if you do get a chance. So here's a Van Morrison now playing, and it's $20. It comes in really cheap. Cypress Avenue, Into the Mystic, Crazy Love, Caravan, Moondance, Domino, and Blue Money, amongst a couple of others. So it's they're decent pressings, I hear too. They're not terrible in any way. I have not heard any complaints from folks about them. Another Steven Wilson remix. This was the Yes album, the classic 71 album. remixed by Steven Wilson, Porcupine Tree, and some solo work. But he's been really dipping his technical skills, if you were, into remixing a lot of these older prog albums. And this one, I've not had a chance to listen to his remix to see how it compares against the original. But, this has got all the good stuff. Yours is No Disgrapes, Starship Troopers on here. Seen All Good People, Perpetual Change. It's a great album. So I'm interested to see what Wilson's touch does to this. And this one on Sea Blue vinyl. I think I got a couple of copies of that as well in store. All right, this one, not a new release, but we're just getting it. And this was supposed to be released, about a month or so ago. And then they kept pushing it back and pushing it back. Finally showed up. I just have the one, but I think I can get some more. This is a group called Warsaw, but for all intent and purposes, this is Joy Division. And this is what the band Joy Division came from. This is the band came from Warsaw. So this has got some very early versions of the likes of, Transmission is on here. Later Date, The Kill, You're No Good For Me. Living in the Ice Age, They Walk the Line, Leaders of Men. So yes, essentially it's Joy Division. This one is on clear vinyl. It is an import also. I'm trying to think where that came from, but not listen to this either, but this is going to be some very interesting things as well. This particular one is on clear vinyl, and I think there's a red vinyl version out there as well. We didn't get a hold of that. Okay. Speaking of Steve Carlson, as I was, let's see here. He got this. He was talking about this on his Sunday show last week, and we talked about this as well as a pickup. This came out a little while ago. It is a punk rock tribute to Pink Floyd. It's called Punk Floyd, a tribute to Pink Floyd. And he was raving about it. And so, damn you, Steve, I had to check it out online. And so we've got a couple of these in the store. This is fun. It's not a specific Pink Floyd album like some tributes are. This is just all over the map, Pink Floyd, everything from Time and Comfortably Numb to the Astronomy Domini. Breathe is on here, Pigs on the Wing, even so far back as Bike and CMLE Play, done by the likes of the Angry Samoans, the Dead Boys, Fear, the UK Subs, Jaw Wobble. It's a fun cover album. I do have a copy open in the store, so we're going to have that. I think I can get that as well as more. Not new vinyl, but new used. I want to just mention this on there too. We got a couple of these unofficial bootlegs coming in. It's a Roger Waters concert from 1985, so just after he cut ties with the rest of Floyd. There's a volume 1. This is volume 1 and volume 2. So each of them are double LPs because, of course, they are. So, yeah, it's got a lot of Floyd stuff on here, and I think it's going to have some, it's got some Roger Waters solo stuff on here as well from when he broke free. So we got two of these. Well, not two. One each of volume 1 and volume 2. They're open, but it's pretty much like new vinyl. Speaking of unofficials and bootlegs, we did get a few in last week as well. Another one of those volume 1, volume 2s, and a pair of these were opened, of course, for quality control purposes. This is called Testing Echoes. This is the sound check from a testing Test for Echo tour, and I have to go back and remember when that tour was on here from Rush. I did know, but there it is. 1996, Albany, New York, the Knickerbocker Arena. Gave a listen to these, and they do sound pretty good. Hang on just a second here. Got a little vocal tick happening there. They sound actually really, really good. It's a soundboard recording, but the quality's there. And it's interesting because with some of it, they're just kind of goofing around. You hear them testing and trying a few different things. Some of the vocals, Getty's missing, but it's a really nifty peek for you Rush completists out there that like to get stuff. So Testing Echoes, volume 1 and volume 2. It's a sound check, so there's no audience while they're playing. I got a Rush Test for Echoes as well, reissue, but this is an unofficial copy. The originals of those are going way, way up there, but we do have that in. Speaking of unofficials, nabbed another copy of the Buckingham Nicks unofficial reissue. But back to the official stuff. And then just because I was looking to fill up our order with a few cool things so I could listen to my copies here in store. We got a copy of Derek and the Dominoes doing Layla and other assorted love songs. Double LP on this one. So I'm going to be spinning that today. Ramones, Rocket to Russia. We got a reissue of that in. We had an order, Arctic monkeys. I think some folks were looking for some Arctic monkeys a week or two ago, and we finally got a hold of them. And then just because, filled it up with a Sufjan Stevens and his greetings from Michigan album. You have to say Sufjan because if you say Sufjan or Sufjan, you get looked at with the elitists go. It's Sufjan. Got to be careful of that. Okay, so lots of other great stuff. Check out our drop video from yesterday, and you can see all the vintage stuff that was dropped out as well. So some very, very cool things in there. Let's see. A couple more. Ryan will be here in a bit. Good to know, sir. Pat saying good morning from a campground somewhere, I would imagine. Up every Saturday for years. Keep coming back. I'm reliable. Thanks, Gary. And in from the west side, a little bit late. Greetings from Grand Rapids. Hi, Rick. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys are doing well as well. So let me look at the time. I think we're coming up on it. I don't have too much more to yak about other than to let you guys know that we will be here today. Doors are opening up and the music will start spinning very, very shortly. I'll be here until 6 o'clock this evening. I think the dude may be in later this afternoon at some point. He's not here with me this morning, but he'll be in a little bit later to hang out for a bit, and then he'll be here tomorrow on Sunday. We'll be open tomorrow as well from noon until 4 p.m., our regular hours, closed on Monday and Tuesday as always, and then back at it next Wednesday. Headlong into the summer, folks. It's a steamroller, and it is not slowing down. Holy smokes, we're going to be up to Record Store Day, Black Friday before you know it. Shh, I didn't say it. I don't know when the list is coming out. Forget about it. All right. That being said, I think that we are going to wrap it up for the day. Stop by and see us. I'm at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. Come in and check us out, as I said. Otherwise, just make sure you're watching our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button when we're down here after the live. Feel free to like, comment, do all that nifty stuff. Watch for the new release show coming up a little bit later this afternoon. I'll tell you all about next Friday's releases to give you a chance to pre-order. Make sure you get your pre-orders in ahead of time. If you really want something, that's the best way to do it. And then don't forget the podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records. I do that each week with our friend Steve Carlson. That uploads every Sunday evening, usually around 7 or so, depending on how busy I am and how far back I am as far as editing goes. So check that out on Sunday evenings on YouTube on our channel here, or on Spotify and Apple. Yeah, you know the places. You know the thing. All right, folks. I think I see some folks waiting to get in outside. So wrap it up. I do. Please enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Stay safe. If you're still blowing off some firecrackers, stay safe with those as well. And we will talk to you live next week from Radio Wasteland Records. You folks have a great one. Thanks again for being here.